Hello, all. Welcome. This is going to be day number 2, and we're going to focus today, even though we did the moon read last night, and it's still the new moon is actually today, but it's also the 12/12 portal. So that's sort of what we're going to focus on for tonight's 12 nights of Christmas, or basically, I don't want to just like sort of pinhole it into Christmas. Um, this is the season of light. That's what I like to call it. If you really look at it, like even starting back as far as I can't remember if that's October or November, we start to have all these festivals and seasons around the light, and then that we focus on that. And so the overall theme of these next 12 days is us coming from dark to light. So whether that's because of the solstice energies, that kind of thing. So tonight we're just going to focus on sort of the energy of the portal. I don't have much information on it. I was just going to kind of wing it here and see what the cards had to say. Definitely, though, can really feel like it's been a day of pretty intense energy. For the most part, we've been sitting at a solar storm level of KP4, which is it's a lot of energy blasting at the Earth. And then I just found out a coronal hole has turned towards Earth, so we'll be expecting solar flares over the next 3 days. And probably even heavier solar winds, it sounds like. So they affect everybody differently. Today I have a bit of a headache and I'm just really tired and spacey. That's pretty normal. So if you're feeling that, just know I was talking to someone in a text earlier, and just describing our feel, like how we're feeling and that to each other. And yeah, very much this is just a time of like, it's just a time of heavy energies that usually means we're getting upgraded on a really big level. This particular portal, for sure, the one thing I do know about it is that it is about mastering manifestation, and it's a potent portal for manifestation. So it's interesting because I just did a card read in my work for a client, and it was really strongly coming up that we're in this phase where we don't have much to do. We need to observe. We need to keep our vibration high for like be in good spiritual shape for everything that's about to come at us. But it's really simple practices of just, checks and balances every day. How am I feeling? What do I need? How do I want to feel? And in terms of the manifestation piece, because it is seemingly happening quite rapidly, is making sure that we are, we're conscious of what we're thinking about. So we're not talking negatively about ourselves, putting ourselves down. If we slip into those moments, using something like cancel, clear, delete, or, just reframing what we're thinking about. I think I mentioned yesterday, the thing I've been using is, what is the best thing that can happen out of this? So keeping that's sort of, I feel like that's our big job right now. So through this portal, and again, go back to things I talked about over the last couple of years. It's more important. We're not trying to, it's sometimes complicated when we try to manifest big things, like the concept of, we'll use New Earth, right? That everybody's in harmony and unity and what it looks like. That's a big job. So it's kind of like, it's interesting right now. We really need to be working on ourselves. So I'll just encourage you to go back to the concept of manifesting what you want to feel moving forward. More joy, more unity, more happiness, whatever it is. Keep it simple, pick one thing and just kind of keep focusing on that. Like I said last night, the key of our thing is that we need to be focusing on heart center and raising the vibration of love. So, you know, it's just a daily checklist of like, you know, it's not something major we have to do. We don't have to be sitting in meditation for, an hour, 2 hours, whatever, or just doing spiritual work. It's just like brush your teeth, have a shower, go to the bathroom. Also, did I spend 5 minutes thinking good thoughts? It's really, you know, that's kind of the simplicity of it, is to make it not be super, super crazy. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I probably have a bad connection. So, except live is the only way I can do things. Okay, let's take a look at. I'm just going to use cards for um, the overall, just kind of what we're looking at with this portal. Another big thing that keeps coming up is there's a lot of work around the twin flame energy. But again, in this case, I feel like we're being encouraged to make sure the masculine and feminine is in balance within us. So whatever steps we have to take to do that as well. We got the star, and it is, I'm always growing with wisdom and spiritual knowledge. Yeah, I think that's the big theme. Well, we're going to have a lot of stuff coming at us rapidly here over up to solstice, up to Christmas. Like, I really sense big changes happening in this energetic field. So, and it's just like we're learning new things. It's very exciting. There's even more lessons to come, and it's kind of like we're gonna get new gifts every day. So today, this read might be a little bit longer, just because we're going to focus on this portal energy. But moving forward on the day-to-day, it's just really going to focus on a quick card read, and then focusing more on the meditation like we did last night. So this one is called the Great Invocation. For those of you that don't know it, this goes back to early spiritualism, within the works of like Alice Bailey, and sort of like the first time that we had a chance at awakening the planet, and moving forward. Again, the energy was increased, but it just wasn't quite there to push it all the way through. All right, I'm just going to do one other card to see the overall theme. So hopefully it's not cutting out on you guys, and you're getting this. But yeah, I still haven't found good editing software, and have to look at something for the new year, I guess. Okay. Yeah, this portal is also about efficiency. This is efficiency of how we use our energy. So we're not, again, being super careful about how much we're giving to others. I mean, I really hate to say it, but it's coming up like big, is that we have to be taking care of ourselves. And others need to be taking care of themselves. And, collectively, time's not quite right for the energy to come together. I do suspect by Christmas it will. Just, checking and balancing that you're not depleting your energy. Also really important, it's that, like what is coming in, not just about eating well and getting hydrated and all of that. Are we being inundated with the news, with the bad news, with like, what kind of music are we bringing in? Just doing more things to bring more peace, love, joy. It's funny, it does go back to really simplistics right now. So make sure we're efficiently using our energy where it is needed. And then again, same thing, to resting when we need to rest and not overexerting ourselves. It's like I said to my client tonight, it was funny. It was like, okay, well, this is like we're gonna be in the Olympics. We're in the Olympics. We just don't know when the Olympics is. But but if we don't train and we sit on the couch and eat a bag of chips and fill ourselves with low energy, and then we get the call, hey, your event's tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. So it's keeping ourselves in tune, uh, in a good state, and ready. Yeah, and ready. Okay, let's ask. These are the portal cards. We're going to look at exactly what the portal means for this particular, this 1212 energy. And then I'm going to read one card from the decks I'll be using for the rest of the week. And I'll also go through why I picked them. Yeah. Okay. 3 of these. Okay. 3 portal cards. Oops. Yeah, it's too. Okay, interesting. So I'm going to read these two at the same time because they have the exact same phrase in them. So the phrase that they both share is remembering home and remembering who you are. So the point of this portal is to remember that we're not just this human meat sack down here hanging out, paying taxes, then dying. We're here. We have a divine mission. So we'll start with this one. Star gathering. Stars aligned, remembering home and soul family. So for me, this is saying this portal is getting close to the time at hand of coming back together for our mission. It's just a matter of timing, right? Like I just said, we're not sure when it's happening, but the stars are starting to align to reveal to us what's really going on. We also got the soul star activation, fulfilling your soul contract, remembering who you are. Yeah, this is key right now. This is like, again, this like, I feel like we've gone the last couple of weeks and just been so wrapped up in it that we forgot, when we got so wrapped up in being human and having human experience and not necessarily a joyful human experience like we were supposed to, like we were promised. But that, and now, things are aligning and coming back into our memory banks of like, hey, you're actually a divine being. So we're going to start activating our soul star activation and our connection to things. So we kind of like maybe took a little hiatus from that. Some of us did. Some of us were been on the track the whole time. But now, yeah, we're gathering back together slowly but surely. So make sure you've got yourself in order. The other card we got with the point of this portal is the angelic frequency. The angels are here. You are safe, potent connection. For me, honestly, I just think the big thing right now is that this is the big show. It's kind of the moment we've all been like talking about and envisioning. So as this light comes in, all the realms are here to help and observe. They came to also see this, this once in a lifetime event. So it definitely is close at hand. I definitely feel that. So I'm going to draw normally on each night, day, whatever time it is. I'm going to draw from the decks I've picked for the week because it was a birthday gift and I got the Christ consciousness deck. And I feel like that's really, we're working with that Christ consciousness energy and light coming in right now. So that one's really big. And then I kept the other deck we're going to use is the Spirit of Aloha. Just That's my soul family. And then I'm going to use another Hawaiian uh, huna deck. It's just different, one single word for each day. So we'll do that moving forward every day. And before the meditation, my big kind of thing that we're going to do is just kind of focus on talking a little bit about the different events of this season. And it's interesting how they're all focused around light, whether that's, Kwanzaa also lights, candles, bringing, celebrating the light. Hanukkah, again, the light and the candles and the menorah. Solstice is about that darkest night heading into the light. Really, for all of good effectiveness, if we want to talk about the Christ consciousness, that is all light. So Christmas, about, the story of the star in the east and the shining bright. So definitely think all that energy is returning to the planet now. And it's going to be quite a thing to see. Now, when we say see too, I was talking to someone about this today, and I'm like, it still might be at the point where it's not something tangible. Hopefully it's a little more like understandable, or like we can conceive that it's there. It definitely probably is more than likely, though, going to be all about feeling. So we'll definitely feel different. Here's hoping. We need a big heart awakening for this planet. That is for sure. All right, I'm going to do one card from each of the cards I'll be using for the next few nights. On those nights, I'll probably draw more than one card, but let's just draw one now. Again, pertaining more to this portal. Honestly, I was just going to say, like, anything we should do for this portal. The strong message I'm getting is rest and go to bed early. I think the energy it's already coming in. I've felt it all day, but it's intense, and we need to get our rest. Okay, so the first one we got is love thy neighbor, being of service. Isn't that nice? It's got the nice infinity and the heart opening. So yeah, okay, this portal is, like I said, it's important for us to be taking care of ourselves. And it's important for us to be in service and sharing our light with others. So yeah, you can do that in a variety of ways. But definitely, like I said, make sure you're in good shape first before we go and help others. If you're not sure what to do, just ask and say, how may I serve? Show me, how may I serve? That's the easiest way to do it. All right, let's take a look at the spirit of aloha. Definitely that one. Okay. We got inspired realization. See where your efforts take you. It's interesting. This is in the same vein of being in service. It's interesting, though, too, because what I also came up in my reading with my client tonight was that it's really important, too, that we're, as we move through this shift, there's definitely people that are going to be at varying levels. And again, I just keep going back to the best way we can help is to have ourselves in the best place possible, at the best vibration possible, so that we're the lighthouse, right? So we may not necessarily go out and seek the people to help, but let them come to us, right? Because some people are not going to, if you want to call it waking up or whatever, go through this process at the same time. Like, we're not necessarily all going through it at the same time. There is a definite tipping point, and there is a definite sort of number of souls that will do that all at once. And then over the next, whatever, years, whatever we want to call it, because again, not linear time, other people will come. So I always get that question because people are worried. They're like, what about my kids, and what about, my parents, and they're not like at this level, and I don't know if they're going to come. And it's like, even if for whatever reason, first of all, we'll go back to the thing. Sam wanted to be in here. You say hi. Um, even if they, you know, they'll come in their own time. But the best thing we can do to help isn't try to shake them awake, right? It's to be there for when they do come around, that we're like present, and the lighthouse. Again, be the lighthouse, let them come to you, right? The best way we can do that is we raise our vibration, and we, open that our heart to that light, and then that light shines out to the world. So that is definitely what we're being called to do, I think, right now. So see where your efforts take you. For me, that's like, raise your vibration, see where things go. All right. Right now, like I said, we're in this observing period. It's like we don't have a lot that we need to do, but we just need to be in good frequency, in good spirits, and in good positive like thought process, all of that, right? A positive manifestation. I'm going to draw 3 more cards here. These just usually have a single word on them. So, oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm dropping all these. Okay. They're just little, so I have trouble hanging on to them. Okay. The first step, we got abundance. Yay. Again, abundance, not necessarily a material thing. If you do need material things right now to help get you through this season and your life, there's no harm in asking for what we need and want. This abundance, though, I feel is really like an abundance of love energy, heart energy, all of that. So making sure that you are, again, manifesting and keeping our thoughts clear and clean, and catching ourselves when we're in that lower frequency, and not letting it consume us, and not letting it take us down a notch. We want to like be raising everything up as often as possible. So just checking our thoughts on a daily basis, minute to minute. And the minute those lower frequency energies and lower words and things come in, is to, like I said, cancel, clear, delete, or completely switch the frequency by listening to music, or just changing your mantra. We also got rebirth, the butterfly. We're about to come out of this cocoon and into something magical. And the last card we got is gratitude. So again, yeah, when those negative thoughts and things come in, instantly switching that thought pattern to what we're grateful for. What are we grateful for? So, yeah. So again, it's like, I feel like we're in this state of just like really, the best way we can help others is to help ourselves first. So making sure we're doing all those good things to keep our own frequency high and clean and clear, and also, so that we can also take in this energy that's coming for us. So like right now, like I'm pretty tired, and I was like, oh my God, I don't think I'm going to get this video done, but I'm pressing through. And because I really do feel it's important. I feel like we're heading into something we've never seen before. It's interesting, and it's it's just nice to know that like it's here now. We've been waiting for so long for like things to kind of materialize, or to be really felt and seen. And obviously I understand we're not quite done with the low dark energy at the moment. It's still in its it's phasing out death throes, if you want to call it that. And we just, our job is to be here and not is. It's really interesting too, because like as ugly as it looks out there, we're here to hold the space for that to happen. Um, we have to let the old go and die, and grieve it and hold it and love it and thank it, and then the butterfly can come out of the cocoon, but not until then, right? So this ugly part is just as important as the nice part. So I equated it with my client today to it's I haven't had a baby, but I still know what the process is like. But we're in full on childbirth. It's just been the longest 3.5, 4 year long labor. Like, so this is the moment where it's like, well, it would be called crowning, right? The crowning is starting to happen. So, there's no turning back now. The baby's coming out. We gotta push through, and that part, it's not pretty. It's like, yeah, I don't know if you've ever watched a baby born, but it's not super pretty at that point when it's first coming out. But then think of what I like to think of is that, and that can be our good vision for the future, is once that baby's out and they clean it up and it's breathing its first breath, and just how magical and amazing and beautiful that part is. That's where we're trying to get to. So we'll just keep persevering. We can do this. Yeah, I don't want to do any more cards. We're going to leave that at the portal. So again, if you do anything tonight with the energy of the portal, just keep working on manifestation and again, the kind of feelings we'd like to have, what emotional state we want to be in, whether that's peace, love, joy, any of those great words, or all of them. Let's do a little meditation. Again, we're going to do the Great Invocation every night of this, just because it's easiest. So going ahead and finding yourself in your space in a comfortable position, closing your eyes, slowing the breath, taking in 3 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Placing your right hand over your heart space, and then left hand at solar plexus at your belly. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. From the center, where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men. The purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center, which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Breathe. Just be in a moment of silence here, really feeling into the energy of your heart space. When we talk about Christ consciousness, it is about this heart opening, the heart opening of all men, women, children, beings on the planet. When that happens, That is the true awakening. That is the Great Awakening. The return of Christ simply means the return of love, the return of love to all of our hearts. So when we take this time and this space to make the space for this light to come in through our heart center, so that we can return Christ to earth, the consciousness, all operating from the heart, from the space of love, from the space of light. Taking in one final nice big deep breath, in through the nose and out through your mouth. Returning into your space of meditation, feeling grounded and secure in your body. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. All right. So I obviously added a little bit of a description in there to the Great Invocation. But that's what we're really focusing on, is what does this Christ consciousness actually mean? The return of Christ was never going to be the avatar of Jesus coming back somewhere on the earth. It's about us and opening our hearts and our minds and our souls to let this light in, this Christ consciousness, and then we operate from that space for the rest of our lives. That's what New Earth is. It is operating from the heart space. And we can do anything then. We can manifest instantaneously. So many things. It's going to be so exciting. All right, I was told to draw one more card about what this portal is about. We got Memories of Atlantis, spiritual acceleration. Gosh, isn't that the truth? Like, we put pedal to the metal for this shift. Progress, technology. Yeah, that's a big one, I think. Like, part of this is also about us disclosure and things we're going to learn. Like, the suppression of technology is going to be probably one of the most shocking things to people, that we could have been living a far better life for hundreds of years. Anyway, that's in the past. We're looking forward to the future. I'm going to leave it there for tonight. Have a really good night. Take care of yourselves. Get some sleep, get some rest. And I'll see you tomorrow.